Hello. A big area of low pressure, smack bang in the middle of the Mediterranean. It's going to continue to produce some pretty miserable weather around the Aegean, particularly across the Balkans as the weekend comes to a close and we go into the beginning of the new week. A lot of heavy rain around for Croatia, Montenegro, Bosnia, Herzegovina on Monday. Some snow for the Alps, rain for Italy and a Bora wind making things feel particularly chilly to the north to boot. Looking clearer further east across Turkey, we lose many of our showers. Sunshine and temperatures into the low 30s for Cyprus, but get across towards Sicily, we're back with the showers. A few for Croatia and Sardinia. However, high pressure further west, very different story. Lots of warmth, lots of sunshine, bit of a heat wave actually for Portugal and western Spain. Temperatures also lifting to the northwest of Europe as high pressure continues to build here through the early part of the new week. But just look at that mess further east. We continue with widespread showers, still some pretty wintry weather and some very depressed temperatures as well. 6, 7, 8 degrees below average, for example, in the likes of Berlin. Here you can see though the building warmth further west. Temperatures just sliding a little across the Spanish plateau by Thursday. Quite a drop off though for Friday and Saturday. Further east, however, Moscow looking pretty wet along with Athens and Kiev. Hello. The weather pattern further north in Europe, it's going to have quite a knock-on effect on the conditions across northern Africa through the early part of this week. Big low in the centre of the Mediterranean. It's going to pull some quite cold air down as far south as Libya and Tunisia. Further west, as high pressure builds, we're going to pull some pretty warm conditions into Morocco. So we'll see temperatures, for example, above average, I think, in Marrakesh to start the week. To the east, still some heavy seasonal rains affecting southern Tanzania. A continued risk of flooding here for the next few days. To the south, we will see some sunshine for Cape Town, and temperatures, although tailing off in the next few days, do remain around average for the time of year. Johannesburg, seeing temperatures in the low to mid 20s. For Khartoum, up at 43 by the end of the week. Kinshasa, continuing with some outbreaks of rain. The heat sliding away for Casablanca as the days go by. Across the Middle East, certainly there's plenty of heat. There's also plenty of sunshine, but Monday will continue with a shamal across the Gulf, so that could mean some visibility problems for Bahrain, for the United Arab Emirates and Qatar, with some blowing dust and sand around. But generally the story here is set to remain a fairly quiet one in the coming days. Our outlook brings us plenty of sunshine and, of course, further heat. Hello. We've seen a couple of very business-like weather systems affecting South America through the weekend. This frontal system here, which has been bringing heavy rain into Paraguay and southern Brazil. This weather system here, which has brought strong winds into southern Chile, now also affecting southern Argentina and will also make for a pretty windy story for the Falkland Islands through Sunday. Some wintry weather too, courtesy of the tail end of that system for southern Chile through Sunday. Further north, and we've got our rash of showers continuing through the Amazon region in a belt really right the way across into northern Brazil. And there's a lot of sunshine through the east coast region, perhaps just the odd shower for Salvador, but still some heavier showers across southern and southeastern Brazil on Sunday. Brighter skies through the River Plate region, sunshine for Buenos Aires, and there's the wet and windy weather and indeed wintry weather to the far south of the continent. Looking pretty showery for Rio de Janeiro, even a good way out into our outlook. Also further rain to come for Bogota, but Buenos Aires hangs on to the sunshine. Some quite cool air digging down as far as south as Mexico from North America in the next few days. Generally though, across this part of the world, temperatures in the high 20s, low 30s, increasing number of showers for El Salvador through into Costa Rica. Also looking pretty unsettled to start the week for Cuba, Haiti, the Dominican Republic, and some downpours can't be ruled out across the Bahamas either. Hello. The intense storms around the Gulf region of the US have been our big weather story coming out of North America in the last couple of days. Things are going to improve slightly across Texas and Louisiana as the weekend comes to a close, as this weather system starts to push its way through towards the mid-Atlantic. But I can't promise we're entirely done with the rain. Even as we move into Monday, there could still be some heavier showers on the tail end of the weather system. It's going to make, though, for a very wet end to the weekend across the eastern side of the states, and rather cool as well. Further west, we're building up some quite significant heat actually, and that's pushing a good way north into western Canada. In fact, all the way up into Yukon. Whitehorse expecting temperatures in the mid to high 70s Fahrenheit in the next couple of days. Also quite a lot of warmth across internal regions of British Columbia. Plenty of sunshine around in general too, at least to begin the week. More cloud though as a weather system approaches for the likes of Vancouver, stretching as far south as San Francisco on Tuesday. Here is the east coast of the US though on Sunday. No shortage of cloud around here, strong winds and heavy intense downpours of rain, potentially with some large hail and gusty, squally, damaging winds all the way down into the Gulf region. That system though will pull away fairly promptly, so the prospects are starting to look much drier, for example, for New York by Tuesday, but still quite chilly. Hello. We're anticipating some increasingly unsettled weather across northern India in the next few days, thanks to a western disturbance working its way in. It will take the form of some pretty heavy showers. There could be some hail and thunder at times, and we could also see some quite squally winds in the northwest of India, so dust storms possible across Rajasthan. In terms of the heaviest rain, I think the northeast, the likes of Assam and Meghalaya, seeing the greatest rainfall totals. Also some fairly plentiful showers for Bangladesh too, and some heavier rain at times to the south of Peninsular India affecting Kerala. That's a separate weather feature, however. Further north, behind our weather system, cooler air feeding in to Kazakhstan. The little heat wave here breaking. Still a lot of warmth though generally across Uzbekistan and Turkmenistan for the next couple of days, also for Afghanistan. Across the Western Ghats, generally quite a bit of sunshine. There'll be sunshine for the Maldives. There'll also be sunshine for Sri Lanka, but here the chance continuing really of some heavier showers at times in the southwest, especially for Colombo. Here's our outlook for the coming days. Colombo will also though get some sunshine and daily highs of 32 degrees. Patchy cloud for Islamabad and Dhaka in the next few days, but the showers tending to subside for Dhaka as the days go by. Tashkent losing some of that more intense heat by the time we get later on in the week. Hello. As we move into the rainy season now, it's to be expected that we're seeing more showers across northern Indonesia, also spreading into Thailand and Malaysia. More to come here too on Monday. Further north, it's been quite a quiet weekend thanks to high pressure across the Korean Peninsula and Japan. The high hangs on in there for Japan for Monday. Perhaps a few stray showers breaking out close to Tokyo, but a front will push into North Korea and eventually South Korea, cooling things down and bringing some rain. So lower temperatures for Beijing on Monday. Some heavier downpours pushing across central China. There are the showers I talked about earlier affecting Thailand, stretching down into Java and Sumatra. In terms of our outlook, high pressure still holds on for Japan, keeping Osaka fine in the coming days, and we cling on to some sunshine too despite some building cloud. Seoul also seeing a return of some drier weather once our front is through. Australia largely dry in the coming days. A little bit of a spike in temperatures for Perth early on in the week, and then things cool off. A front runs close to Tasmania, keeping a close eye on Tropical Cyclone Anne, which may close in on the Cape York Peninsula in coming days. But for New Zealand, as low pressure whisks away to the east, Monday at least promises a much drier and a much brighter day with lighter winds. And there's lots of sunshine in our outlook for Wellington in the coming 5 days.